Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Chronicon. Let us continue with our journey as the Templar. I'm hoping that I'm going to be coughing a lot less because my cough has receded quite a bit. It is still there, and oh my god, I can already feel another cough kind of lurking somewhere within my chest, but it's mostly gone. I even went back to the doctor. She said it's probably nothing, but just to be on the safe side, I think tomorrow I'm gonna be going to get a chest X-ray, which will hopefully reveal that there's nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. But anyway, that there it is. There was that cough that's lurking. Hopefully it's gone, and hopefully don't have to deal with that for a while. Anyway, that's enough about me and my bizarre health issues. Let us continue on with what we were doing with this character. Now, I don't want to look in that chest. Not yet. Not yet. That's the shared stash, which we will go back to when we hit level 100. For now, I'm going to be looking at my personal stash, which is looking pretty empty. Eventually it's going to fill up. One of the main things I'm going to fill it up with is these Templar-specific set items. We have only one item from one set, a set that sadly we're not going to use. But you know what? Any set we find, any legendary set item we find is, you know, a noteworthy thing to come across. I'm hoping that we find at least something of note as we make our way through this episode. I could raise the difficulty. I'm worried, though, that it's gonna slow down the rate at which we're killing things. You know, the thing is, even if the magic find is ostensibly higher, if the rate at which you're killing things drops, then the rate at which you're finding, you know, the stuff that you brought the magic find out for, you know, the rate at which you're finding all that cool stuff, that is going down. You are essentially debuffing your own magic find by virtue of the fact that you're killing things slowly. So the rule of thumb, same with the Diablo, same with any game, Path of Exile as well, is that unless you're being carried by someone a lot stronger, if you're playing solo, if it's a solo self-found situation, rule of thumb is you farm, you play, you just stay in the highest level area that you are comfortably able to clear. This is especially the case if you're playing hardcore, because, you know, you do not want to risk getting killed by going into an area that is beyond your capabilities just for the chance of finding something nice. We are not playing hardcore, but nevertheless, we do not want to... Why is this running so slowly? Why is this running so slowly? Is it's just me, or does it might just be me. It might just... Has my character been debuffed by something bringing its speed down, or has it just been so long that since I've played that I don't... You know what? It's not like the game isn't smooth. It's smooth. It's just a lot slower than it's bizarre. It is bizarre, is what it is. I don't think I have anything open. Let me just do a bit of Alt-Tab action. Yeah, nothing open. Just OBS. and the game. Let me just quickly check. Task manager? Is anything else going on? Is OBS doing that weird thing where it uses a lot more CPU than it should? Maybe, but I thought that only happened if you, I thought that only happened if you, what was I gonna say? If you paused and then resumed the recording. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna restart my computer because this is feeling a little bit. It's speeding up now, but it's still feeling not quite right. You know what I'll do is I'll let me. Yeah, I will restart my computer and let me actually exit. Go to the menu. I will restart my computer and I will be back when that is done. Right? See you in a bit. All right. Sorry about that. Hopefully this resolves the issue. I don't know. It still feels like it's weirdly stuttery. Windows did update. I'm worried that something about the Windows update has caused OBS maybe to start acting strangely. I don't think that this... Yes, it's definitely... Yeah, so... Windows is updated and now OBS is being weird. I think we're just gonna have to live with it for this episode. It's not unplayable. I don't know how much it comes through in the recording. It probably does at least a little bit. Oh man, I'm not gonna have time to fully diagnose what the issue is. I mean, it speeds up momentarily and then it slows down. Is it due to enemies? No, sometimes it. I don't see why that would suddenly become a problem when it hadn't previously been. I feel like it's. You know what I'll do is. Again, I'm trying to attack my own soul replications. Anyway, I'll figure this out on my own. One thing I should mention, let's go into this unstable dimension. One thing I should mention is that this weekend I'm gonna have time to do only one episode. Well, I'm gonna have time to record only on one day. So rather than have 2 episodes, I'm gonna have one slightly longer episode. I think that's a fair compromise. I did mention when we started this leg of our Chronicon journey that it would inside this place going further quickly. And anyway, let me. This is something for me to worry about, and I'll worry about it off screen. Right now is recording time. Even if the game is slightly slow, I don't want to spend recording time debugging things that may or may not be wrong with OBS. I could do that stuff even while I'm at work. You know, if I've got like 20, 30 minutes free at work, I can fire up OBS, just, run the game, see what's causing issues. Right now is the time to play the game, have fun, and just see what we can get up to. So let's not let technical issues ruin our day. Sounds good to me. Let's also keep an eye on our health bar. And if we get through these areas without dropping our health, I will consider bumping up the difficulty. These unstable dimensions are also so dark that I feel like I'm probably leaving behind chests. Like I'm just walking past them because I'm distracted by the more brightly lit enemy mobs, and I'm neglecting the chests, although we just found a couple chests right here. These regular chests don't really have that much chance of giving you spectacular loot, but, you know, loot can come from anywhere. And I do think chests have a slightly higher chance of, like even brown chests, have a slightly higher chance of giving you good stuff than, you know, a regular mob, for instance. So it is worth opening them when you can. Alright, we've reached the end, sadly. Sadly, nothing exciting was found, so we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave. I think the first part of the video. Okay, something. Maybe it's this zone that's slow. Because the unstable dimension was pretty quick. Maybe something about this zone is slow. And maybe everything I was saying about, you know, the Windows update and OBS was all a red herring. Maybe this is an unusually large zone. Maybe there's some... Maybe... I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's the animation on the water that's slowing things down. Seems weird, but I've seen games behave even more weirdly. I remember when I was playing Torchlight 2, the fire animations for some reason would completely bring my laptop to a standstill. Like, the game would be fine having hundreds of enemies on screen. That wasn't a problem, but a single fire animation for some reason was really inefficiently implemented in the game. Like a single, like a like, you know, those torches, like it's a bit of a trope that sometimes before you go into a boss room there's going to be a torch on either side of the door. So those kinds of fires are what I'm talking about. Like a torch. It's a game called Torchlight, so you'd expect there to be torches. But anyway, like those for some reason would really cause my computer to struggle. And my computer, admittedly, was not the most powerful, but it was strong enough to do most things. So maybe something like that is going on. Maybe it is just this zone. And, you know, we're gonna have to test that by going into a different zone, and we'll see if things speed up. I also want to not be distracted. I want to keep an eye on the map. I want to see, are we getting any loot drops that I am, you know, skipping over, because they are tiny dots on the map. They can be hard to spot. I do like the fact that we are gaining experience pretty quickly. And you know what, when we head back, when we clear this area and when we head back to the hub area, I am going to consider bumping up the difficulty even more. I'll think about it. My main concern is going to be how much extra health does it give them, and how much is it going to hurt my resistances, how much is it going to buff the enemy damage. You know, the usual things that you worry about, like when you're going from nightmare to hell in Diablo 2. You check to see, am I gonna have a good time, or am I just gonna get immediately wrecked? Alright. Okay. We've got a couple different locations marked on this area. Oh, I think the one to the right of us was the one that we came from. And the one to the northwest of here is also marked as a mandatory location, so that's probably the next place we're gonna have to go to. But before we go there, I want to see, are we gonna be able to find any optional areas in this very large map that is the Lush Lands. Picking up all special items that we come across along the way. Ooh, we found a bunch of them in rapid succession. Oh, I think we're about to lose our streak. Yep. That's okay. Ooh, we do find an optional area. And we continue to find special items. Should I... Yeah, let's just immediately go inside this Tomb of the Guardian. And immediately inside, the game is running smoothly. The game is running smooth as silk. So probably it was something about the Lush Lands. I probably even didn't have to restart. You know, the restart was probably a good idea anyway. It had been a while since I had restarted. And it's good to, you know, restart from time to time. Ooh, we got a trove. These are always fun to find. Bloodbath. I do want to see if we can do anything with the streak that we've got going on. Oh, okay, kill you guys. Kill these guys. Oh, these guys should... Okay, yep. Came out of the ground. Got some rats. I love rats because they come in large groups and are easy to kill. They probably don't give you that much individually in terms of experience for killing them directly, but they are great for beefing up your kill streak. I'm being kind of drawn into this direction. Alright. And maybe we can get a good streak. Oh, but we've literally hit a brick wall. Can we... Oh, no. Okay. So there's no reason to not hit this, hit that. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is, first of all, let's see what we found so far. Ooh, we found some legendary stuff. 72. But it's a frost damage thing. I don't know about that. Legendary amulet, absorption barrier, starved. I think I am using this, or I'm using its effect on my warden. But we don't really use absorption barriers on our Templar. What about this? Regeneration, not really my kind of thing. Legendary sword. We already have a legendary sword, though. But is this any... Oh, it's part of a set. Oh, this is good. Let's see. What does this do? Expulsion, I don't think is... I don't think expulsion is... Oh, we're on superior potions as well. Hang on, let me... Superior mana... Okay, grand health potions are... How do I unfavorite this? Oh, A to unbind. There we go. No, let me actually go back to town. Oh, I can't change the difficulty because then it would reset the map. I tell you what, before we head into the next main area, I'll bump up the difficulty then. I still don't know what we are looking for in this optional area. Could just be the trove, but I'm hoping that there's maybe a second level, maybe if not a quest, then at least, you know, a unique enemy of some kind. Alright. Feeling pretty good. We're getting closer and closer to level 100 as well, and you will soon... Not in this episode, when we get to level 100, you will find out why that is such an important milestone. Oh, hey! Look at this dude. He's hitting us a little bit. Okay, he's hitting us quite a bit. So that was, I guess, one of the tourist attractions in the Tomb of the Guardian. But what else is there? Was he the only thing? Looks like it, maybe. Gaining all kinds of levels. Oh, all right. There's just a couple places that we have not fully explored. All right. Okay. Okay. That's great. That's wonderful. And I think we're done. Yeah, let's head out. Let's head home. Should we spend our points? Let's wait. Let's wait until we've got quite a few of them. And let's go back into the lush land. Yeah, it's taking a while to load the area as well, I've noticed. And it does look very big, doesn't it? Yeah, you know what? That's probably what's slowing things down. I'm sorry I blamed OBS. It's just that OBS had caused issues in a different game. In Cyril M. Ultimate. In an episode that you won't even see for months because I've recorded it so far in advance. But I noticed while recording an episode of Cyril on OBS that if I paused OBS and then resumed the recording, for some reason it would cause the software to start using way more processing power than it should. Way more of the CPU than it should. And there's really no explanation for why. And I went on to the forums, it was hard to even replicate. So I was like, okay, this is... OBS is a great software. For a free software, and the functionality that it gives you, it's amazing. But it does have some strange and very specific little issues like that. So I was like, when things were slow here as well, it did feel very similar to the kind of slowdown that I saw in Cyrilim. So, I jumped the gun. I blamed OBS when maybe I should have given it the benefit of the doubt. You know what? These things happen. You know, we're all still friends in the end. Okay, yeah, this area is huge. But other than the slight slowdown, I'm actually quite enjoying myself in this area. Huge mobs, and again, if I hadn't gotten so distracted by the whole slowdown thing, and if I'd been more focused on planning my route, if I'd been more focused on killing enemies and keeping my streak going, who knows, perhaps we could have gotten a lot closer to that mythical 1000 that our Templar has yet to do, which our Warden has done multiple times, and which, strictly speaking, you only ever need to do it once for the achievement. But I do want to kind of get that with each individual character as I play, just as a, an extra personal milestone. And it will happen if... Oh, hey, Finley. Hey, buddy. I think he has a unique drop as well. But it might be a rare drop. I remember a couple of these monsters were not always guaranteed to give you the special thing that they were carrying. Okay, so... Oh, okay, hang on. Let me... Take a step this way, and now let me go back, because I need to try and keep my streak going. Oh, no, 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 no! Okay. Kept the chain going. Okay. Lovely. All right. We might be able to hit 500. We should be able to hit 500. Yeah, nice amounts of creatures that we're finding. Except this area can be a little bit awkward to navigate. Alright, devastation, yep, that's 500. Getting close to more levels. Would love to gain as many levels as we can and pick up this stuff as well. Alright. Yeah, okay, yeah, this area is pretty huge. Pretty huge. And I planned this out poorly because I'm going to the north. Once I hit the edge of the map, there's going to be too much backtracking. I'm going to lose my streak. So whatever we've gotten, we've gotten. But we can get as much as we can. And then just be happy with that. And it turns out there wasn't even that much left in the north. Okay. And rather than trying to torture myself, being like, oh, have I left anyone behind? I'm just going to let my streak end. There we go. Devastation. And there's a few more little parts of the map that we haven't explored. Okay. Didn't do well at trying to keep that streak. That's okay. Not really much left anyway. Yeah, I'm just going around trying to see if maybe there's another optional area. Don't think there is. But doesn't hurt to check. Okay. Is this a regular chest? Probably. Okay. Yeah, I think we've just about seen everything. So the thing that we are looking for is the, I think it's the question mark on the minimap. I think it's hard to see because it's also right next to the marker for the next area. That's where Diana is standing. Ooh, and there's a boss fight. And what are you talking about? Okay. What do we go? Who has the Lost City? Okay. Well, can I go inside? Hang on. What the? What? The Lost? What? Wait, wasn't I? Hang on a second. Is this the? No, that's the Tomb of the Guardian. Is this the Lost City? Excuse me. Yes, it is. Okay. So I guess there's going to be some work for us to do before we are able to go into that boss fight. But this area doesn't look that huge, but maybe it's going to open up into something really big. Right now, though, it just seems like some straightforward sections that we can clear out quite systematically. Carnage. Yep. I do intend to inflict maximum carnage on any and all who stand in my way. Alright. Oh, these legendary materials are dropping. It's not that huge of a priority to pick those up, but I mean, you can never have too many of them. Okay, now I see this area is big. It branches off into all kinds of things, and that's where its size comes from. I see. Massacre. Already hit 200. I really hope some of these paths link back into each other. That way we can keep our kill streak going without having to do annoying backtracking. But we'll see. We will see. Man, this place is big. A couple minutes ago I was like, oh, it doesn't seem that big. It's just, I mean, it is straightforward, but a lot bigger than I was expecting. And that's going to be probably the place where the key is. But since we have a bit of a streak going, let's let's see how far we can push it. Alright, we're doing okay. Oh, this place is huge. And given how big this place is, and given the fact that there is no slowdown, maybe it was some weird, like, graphical element in the Lushlands map that was causing the slowdown. Because the slowdown didn't seem to go away when we killed enemies. So it, I don't think, had to do with the amount of enemies on the screen. And this, we've been in areas that are very densely packed with enemies, and we haven't had issues. It must have been some weird thing to do with the map itself. Must have been something like that. Oh, nearly lost it. Nearly lost it. I knew it. I knew there was going to be a reason to keep exploring, and lo and behold... Well, that sucks, losing a streak on 499. Not as painful as it would have been if it was 999, but still rough. Now, what's the point of coming in here? Well, there's a trove. That's one very compelling reason to be here. We've got plenty of space in our inventory. Potion injector. Oh yeah, we're finding these things. I'm not going to do anything with them right now, but stuff like that is going to be an important part of our endgame build, because there's all kinds of cool potions that you can kind of combine in interesting ways. You can use more than one of them at once, I do believe, because you can put multiple, like, because that one has 3 slots. You can put a potion in each slot, and then when you use it, it'll use all, and it'll use all of them, and it gives you a way to use your limited action active item slots more efficiently. Alright, so what is the point of this area that we're in right now? Other than the trove, is it just the trove? If it's just the trove, I'm happy with that. That's okay with me. Oh, but this area is pretty big too. Man, okay, this could take a while. This episode could take us a little bit. Oh, it's one of these. It's one of these. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. I need to remind... Well, when I say remind myself is I need to look up on my phone what my where did I always forget where I've even saved it. It's somewhere on my phone. Hang on a second. Here we go. So, the order we have to do it in is 1, 2, 3. Come on. Jeez. 4. There we go. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember, but it just is. Alright. Ooh, pick that up as well. Alright. We do have to spend our points eventually because we're sitting on a whole bunch of skill and mastery points. And, you know, it's just... I mean, like, there's no reason to not spend them. It's not like you get interest on them. It's not like you can put them in a skill point bank. Although, that would be an interesting concept. But, yeah, it's not like you gain anything by not spending them. I just want to not... stop the action, you know? You know what I mean? Alright. Okay, and let's, we're almost done. We're about to hit, oh my god, one thing I don't like is... when you gotta walk all the way around. I wish video games in general should have maps that are more connected. And I guess it's hard when it's procedurally generated. Sometimes maps can just arrange themselves in odd ways. But in general, I think it would be better if even the like the modules were designed in ways that made them more connected with things that were kind of close to them on the map, so you didn't have to walk all the way around. See, look at this. Come on, why not just have it be open on that end as well? Come on. Anyway, let's go back to Lost City. This giant place. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna go through the rest of this. I'm gonna mainly just focus on mapping it out. I'll kill people as I go, but I'm not gonna be super hung up on streaks or anything like that. Mainly, I just want to see if maybe we come across, a unique enemy, or maybe in another optional area. Could happen. Especially in a place that's this large. There's nothing there. Excuse me. Alright. Yeah, it's very spread out map, isn't it? And I'm gonna lose my streak because I was looking at the mini map. I wasn't looking at where I was actually standing, and I got caught on a corner, which is a pretty classic way to lose your streak. Alright. There's still plenty of space in our inventory. I feel like most of these are just going to be filled with enemies and nothing noteworthy other than that. But killing enemies is fine. And I do feel like maybe we are due for, another bumping up of the difficulty. Because we're getting through these guys pretty quickly, and no enemy other than, I think one of the uniques that we fought. And even then, it was because I was just standing there, trying to see how much damage he could do. Other than stuff like that, we haven't really even been hit that hard by the people we've been fighting. Oh my god, I'm just trying to get through. I'm just trying to get through. Let me get through. Okay. I'll kill these guys. I do want to go to the right. Alright. So far, so good. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright, I think there's just this corner of the map. But being a corner, is possible that there's something, like maybe an entrance to another optional area, like there was in the... well, this just seems to be a dead end. Okay, that's fine. And, excuse me, let's go around and down here, and I think we're just gonna call it good. Assuming, yeah, there's nothing there. Okay, so we're just gonna go to the next. I see a pink dot on the right side of the map, but I assume that that's just a scroll. I wish there was a way for me to loot filter. Oh my god! Loot filter scrolls so that they didn't drop. In fact, let me just check that. It would help me so much. Let me just see. Loot filter. Because I want to see unique and legendary equipment. I don't want to see scrolls. So I have that unchecked, and yet I'm still seeing those. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Yeah, I think those scrolls are being sort of grandfathered in just because they're also unique items. And the other scrolls are just being treated as consumables. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the unique scrolls, they're fine, it's just that I don't want to then be wondering if I see a dot on the map. Ooh, is that an item that I missed? And then I walk all the way in and it's just a random scroll on the ground. That's not my idea of fun. Anyway, that's a nice small looking area. With Eternal Guardian, who, I mean, he's not going to be so eternal after we're done with him. Have we found the key? Have we found the key? Yes, we have. Okay. Was there an exit? There was an exit. Okay. Back to this area, and things are really slow. Alright, give you the key. Oh yeah, open the door and let's fight this boss. The Pools of Eternity. Yeah, I'm glad that the game itself is running fine and that it's just this one area that's a bit slow. Oh, it's just a tentacle. Oh, what an easy... Oh, look, it wasn't just a tentacle after all. Yep. I think we all knew what was happening, what was gonna happen. Let's just face stack this guy for a while and see if he can do anything to us. I've lost... Am I getting mana drained, or what's going on? Again, this guy is supposedly the Eternal, crack the Eternal, but once again, that's a qualification that I don't think he's going to be able to claim after we are through with him. And then the chest lands on his head and kills him. Lovely. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... What do I have to do? We have to go inside this. I'm gonna get a waypoint. There we go. Waypoint activated. Wonderful. And now, we're gonna do a bunch of things. This is another... This is an upgraded version. Oh, but we're not... we are not quite at the level to use it. And this is interesting. Flare, again, not what I want. Golem Heart. I want legendary stuff. Ooh, legendary shield. Phantom shield is a skill that we do have, right? Right? Or is that not? Wrathful Conviction. No, charged shield. Okay, we don't have Phantom shield. Okay. Oh. So let me go to my... So Kane. That's also from the Kane set. That is not from any set, but it's decent. Let's hold on to that. Atlas is okay. Alright, so this is from another set that sadly I don't think we're going to be using. Legendary ring. Well, wait, first of all, what ring are we using? We're using a ring that is helping us, so it's giving us damage, but not enough damage that I want to lose my lightning damage bonus. Nimble boots. What boots do we have? We've got level 56 nimble boots. We could replace them with these that are just better in every way. Hang on, but these ones had better movement speed. Okay, yeah, these ones had better movement speed. And I don't think these bonuses are good enough for me to give that up. Okay. Yeah, and that was the Star of the Pure. What amulet do we have? We have a very low level unique amulet that causes explosions dealing ethereal damage on critical hits. The Star of the Pure. I mean, I feel like this is probably gonna give us, giving us damage a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go move this here. Captain Shield. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Yeah, we are mainly on legendary items now. What I'll do is I'll wait one more level and I'll equip this, right? Because there's no reason not to have just, you know, a better version of that. Gives us a bit of damage as well. What? Hang on. I mean, it's giving us lightning, so I'll hold on to Madoc's Cure. Although maybe we should fight him to try and get a higher level version of this. We'll go back to him if we really want to when we're level 100. Assuming we found nothing better since then. Right now I think we are gonna sell some of the stuff that we're not really using. So that, this, that, this. Oh, you know what? Everything unique or lower can just go, and then we will sell the stuff. Ooh, we got 2 of these. Alright. We'll hold on to them. I don't really want that. I'll sell that. Don't really want this. I'll sell that. Yeah, I don't really want this. I will hold on to this. There we go. Now, we go to Tinka. Change the difficulty. Reset all zones, that's fine. We are on Heroic. The next... So, okay. Okay, monsters are going to go from 300% to 800% health. And then Legendary is going to give them... Okay, I don't think we're ready. I don't think we're ready. I think we need a bit more damage before we can do that. Let me just put some points into Burning Conviction. Alright. Expulsion. Hang on a second. We sold you a shield that had something to do with expulsion, right? No, what was that? The sword? No, was it the, was it this? There we go, foes. Struck by expulsion. It's still too tangential to our build. I mean, sure, one more point there. You need 19 points and we have 14. This is a lot of useless points that I'm spending just to improve this one thing, but I don't think we have anything that we wanted to boost. Hang on a second. Man, let's get some of this stuff buffed up before we start on that goose chase. Yeah, you know, let's get lightning thorns. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get this as well. And let's put 3 points into attack speed. There we go. Oh, and we got some mastery points to spend as well. Excuse me. Right. Cooldown of all ultimate skills. Yep, sounds good to me. Damage of static overload. Chance to trigger static overload. Damage of burning conviction. Damage reduction. That's just lightning damage. Let's focus on things that are giving us damage. So there we go. I'm happy with that. Let me just take a look at what happens. %60% to 100% magic finding. More sorry. Okay. 25% to 60% magic find. Let's just try it, right? Let's try it. And let's see how badly we get our ass kicked. Right. Let me also just see how long we've been going. About 53 minutes plus the 6 or so minutes means we've been going for about an hour. But like I said, okay, it's taking a little bit longer to kill enemies, but we are surviving. We are surviving. We're not really being threatened too badly. We're taking hits. Yes. We haven't... Right now, most of the enchantments on our gear are basically random. So we haven't optimized them to get, you know, our resistances maxed or anything like that. So we could get hurt pretty badly if an enemy hits us with the wrong kind of thing at the wrong kind of time. Well, we're doing okay. And as soon as we... oh my god. Yep. Things are actually dangerous to us now. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I feel like I'd grown a little bit too... Excuse me. I feel like I'd grown a little bit too complacent on the previous difficulty. I want to, you know, actually be in a bit of danger. I want a reason to use my, you know, health potions from time to time. And we're still going through things, going through these enemies fairly quickly. It's just that now we are a little bit more fragile than we used to be. Which is fine. Alright. Alright, what's going on? Another cave area. Caves, you know, I am on record as saying I don't like them just because of how difficult they are to navigate and to even, like, decipher what the mini-map is telling you, just because of how close everything is. Yeah, looks like we're finding special items with more regularity, including set items. Alright. I do really want to gain one more level so that I can equip the upgraded version of that armor. I'm not sure if I'll bother actually socketing anything into it, just because I feel like not long from now, when we get our complete set, we'll just be replacing it. But at least for at least for now, just the basic stat bonuses on the unmodified armor are helping us out quite a bit. Alright. Nothing really over there. Okay. Easy. Hoping that the magic find really does do some good work for us. If we can assemble the full set, then with the damage reduction and the damage boost, I think... Oh my goodness! I think we could... I was gonna say even maybe go into legendary difficulty, but obviously, clearly, we are quite squishy. Yeah, enemies are actually dangerous to us right now. I'd grown very complacent. Oh my god. Now I actually have to worry about, oh my god, about... What? Hang, why are these guys doing so much? What are... Was there some invisible enemy hitting me? I don't understand. What? Like, what's... I don't get it. There's there is something. Something invisible. Yeah, the sneakers. The sneakers. Yeah, these guys. Wow, they do a ton of damage. I mean, we didn't get killed, but we came pretty close. Alright. Yeah, I actually have to keep an eye on my health now. Which, like I said, it's invigorating, it's fun, but it is kind of stressful as well. Right, that's the way to the next mandatory main area. What I want to see is, are there any optional areas? There might be something to the right, we'll see. Also, let me check something. We found something from the War Gods set. Okay, Burning Conviction. It's a Burning Conviction base. It stacks infinitely, okay. And slows foes. That is something to think about. Burning Conviction stacking infinitely. Of course, we're gonna need to collect the rest of that set before we can make it work. But that could be very interesting build. I mean, should I though? Should I really lean into Burning Conviction when it's just like an offshoot, basically, of our? It's just like a cross, like it's borrowing from a different skill tree. I don't know, man. But it's the only set we found so far that is directly relevant to what we're doing. Oh, hey, please help me find my brother. Okay, let me not get killed by these guys. These guys have a ton of health, man. These sandworms. Luckily, this lost girl is very resilient. The dunes, okay. Oh, and then the dunes are also right here. Man, how do I... So, where's the entrance to the... Okay, there we go. I was having a hard time still... She was right next to... right next to the entrance. Now, because our resistances are probably all over the place, probably what's going to happen is that some types of attacks aren't going to do very much to us, but other types are going to completely wreck us. So just to be on the safe side, you know, it's good practice to not stand perfectly still when you can tell that there are large attacks coming in your direction. Just some friendly advice. Oh, easy. Looks like things are a little bit slowish in this area as well. Oh, brother, where art thou is the name of that quest. It's also the name of one of my favorite Coen Brothers movies. Wonderful movie. I like it a lot. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, these worms, man. They have so much health. And especially when we get into the end game, these are going to be the bane of my existence for quite a while. Just because they're so hard to kill. I really feel like they have too much health. So I think maybe I'm not even going to bother with killing them. I'm just going to run past. A cowardly way to deal with it for sure. But, you know what? You don't want to kill every single thing you come across, right? That would just take so long. So I'm just gonna focus on these other small guys. That way we can maybe get a bit of a streak going, and we'll just ignore the worms. Just ignore the worms. It's not quite as bad as the marshlands, but it is a bit slow in this area. Possibly again because of something graphical, like the graphical effect, you know, of the air shimmering, which is, you know, very appropriate for a desert. But maybe that's slowing things down a little bit. Possibly. Go easy. Everybody just relax, calm down. Oh yeah, there's a couple of... I think I left one of these treasure things behind as well. I'm gonna have to kill this one worm, because I don't think he is gonna just let me... Oh my god, dude. I don't think these worms are gonna let me just do my memory puzzle. Jeez, man. I'm just leaving this puzzle behind. It is not worth it with these worms harassing me the entire time. Ooh, but I did level up, so I can equip the upgraded Werix armor. Excuse me. I feel like I should have found the brother by now. I hope it's not gonna be like, oh, a random dune worm ate him. You gotta kill all of them. Nah, this isn't Diablo 4. This game's quests actually make sense. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so Diablo 4 has a lot of quests which are triggered by random encounters in the environment. Like a random enemy might drop a random quest item which is gonna progress, or like a random plant that you click on that you don't even need for any other reason, but you click on it, and or a random rock is gonna, for reasons known only to, you know, that random plant or that random rock or that random enemy, they'll suddenly give you something that gives you a quest. And it's very difficult to get all of the quests for that reason, just because some of them are so obscure. Like you'd never find them by yourself unless you were literally killing every single thing, interacting with every single thing. Okay, there's a unique enemy. My suspicion is that we're gonna have to kill this dude. Alright, come on. But this is okay, we've done a lot of damage to him, but his crew is being a bit annoying. Okay. I hope her brother isn't dead, but I feel like maybe that's where this is headed. Yeah, it looks like that is it. Oh, yeah. Really sorry about that. Alright, let's equip this. So we lose a little bit of mana, but we gain a lot of health. We gain a good amount of damage. And what else do we... we gain some resistances as well. Okay. So overall, it's a good thing. Alright. Alright. There we go. At least we did one of these. What? Oh. I forgot where we were. We are in this area. And you see how these legendary scrolls are still dropping, and I don't want them to, because then they'll confuse me into thinking that maybe there's something in there anyway. So once again, I think I'm just gonna skip these big worms and focus on these smaller enemies. Okay, but these guys are gonna be annoying. Yeah, and I think the graphical effects are probably what's causing the slowdown in some of these zones. Easy. Well, we're getting small kill streaks along the way. Oh, it's I've been thinking a lot, like, about what we could do with the potential Thorns build. And obviously we have the thing that... Okay, easy. We have the thing that changes Thorns damage into lightning damage. And then into chain lightning, I believe. So that all sounds very good. But then I'm sure it's going to require a very specific gear setup in order to make something viable out of that. Oh god. Yeah, these guys are really... Yeah, these worms have way too much health. It's almost tempting me to go to a lower difficulty, but... like, everything else is going down in a reasonable amount of time. It's just these gosh darn worms that are sort of ruining things. Oh, and there's another optional area. Oh my god, okay. I just want to get through the burrow. Sounds like probably there's going to be a unique enemy. Oh, or it's going to be a huge cave system. Okay. I thought this was... It made it sound like it was going to be a small area. But... names can be misleading. Ah, and there's more of these fucking worms. Come on, man. Come on, man. Easy does it. Ooh, yeah, I like these guys. Look at how quickly we raised our kill streak all the way past 100. More of these guys, please. Less of those worms, more of the rats. I could kill rats all day. Yeah. A valiant paladin who only fights rats. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do to get those kill streaks up. Even if it means killing 1,000 rats, it's still technically 1,000 kills. Nobody can take that away from you. This isn't that huge, so that's good. Right. All right. All right. Excuse me. Let me just go around. All right. There's a trove. That's always a nice thing to find when you're in an optional area. So that even if there's no quest, even if there's like no special enemy. Although there usually is a special enemy somewhere. Although it might not be a guaranteed spawn. But a trove at least gives you some reward for having gone into that area. Alright, one of these. One of these dealios. Alright, let's kill this sandworm, because we're not going to be able to do this thing. See, you see what I mean about, like, they have so much health. Why do they have this much health? What? Come on. What? I feel like this is glitching out a little bit. There we go. We got it in the end. And we're basically done. There's just one tiny part that I haven't fully explored, but I don't think there's gonna be anything. Alright. Easy. Yeah, there was literally nothing. Okay. Oh my god. How do I get back to the entrance? Gotta walk down this really convoluted path just to get out. Okay. Now I wanna the birthing sands? That sounds ominous. I want to leave this area. Like I want to keep going until I'm done with this area. Mainly because I'm hoping that we can maybe in the next zone not have to deal with these worms. Because they really are annoying. And I'm also hoping that maybe the next area is going to be easier in terms of slowdown. Yeah. I'm now thinking, like, is it just a... Oh! God, like, is it just a coincidence that we've had two areas that are slowing down for what I'm assuming are graphical reasons, or was the game always smooth even with these graphical effects? And is I don't know. I'm always second guessing myself. It's probably just the graphical effects. I shouldn't overthink it. Oh, easy. So that's the next area that we have to go to. Let me just make sure that there's nothing else. It doesn't look like there's anything else that we have left unexplored. Okay, so let's go into the next area. The sands appear to be moving ahead. Was this a boss fight? It is. Okay, this could be a bad time. This is a multi-stage boss fight. You gotta kill these blisters. And then you go back outside. And then you do damage to her. And then I think she eats you again. And then you gotta fight the blisters again. I really wish I had that set. Yeah. I really wish I had that set where the burning conviction stacked indefinitely. I feel like that could help us out a lot. But sadly, we only have one item from that set. Yeah, so this could take a while. Well, we're doing okay damage. Yeah, but yeah, she's gonna eat us again. Yeah. We can at least hit that shrine every time, I think. And get a... Yeah, I'm just button mashing at this point. Yep. I've completely lost. I'm not even getting hurt that badly. I'm just frustrated at how little damage we're doing. Oh my god, I wasn't even close enough to her. Okay. Okay, we landed some big hits. I feel like there needs to be more of a cooldown on how often she does this. I feel like she does it a little bit too often. With my warden, I was eventually able to kill her before she even does that thing a single time. But that was with heavy endgame equipment. Yeah, and of course she's gonna do it one last time. I know it doesn't look like you can interact with the shrine over and over again. It looks like you're just able to do it once and then you're done. Which, I mean, it's fine. Shrines, I don't think, are that like make or break. I think we're gonna kill her this time. Yes, we are. Alright, we found a couple things from her giant corpse. Let's take this one-way portal home. And let me just, let's talk to Corum. Okay, speak to me. I'll speak to you in a bit. But let me see, what did you give me? A legendary accessory, okay. A sandworm companion with physical damage. Legendary boots. I don't know about. I don't know about those. Hound whistle. I mean, uniques at this point, I'm not really worried about. Heart of Grace. Grace shields. I don't think that's a thing that we're using. What are we using in our offhand? Condemnation, I don't think is a. I think maybe it's a thing that we're using. I don't know. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna get rid of all of my well, hang on. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm gonna get all of my things that are unique and lower and get rid of them. And then I don't really need this. Get rid of you. War God's Blade I am gonna hold on to. The Thumper, I mean, I still kind of like this just as a concept. Blazing Striders, I don't think I'm really gonna use these too much. Heart of Grace, similarly. Yeah, and these gear bags, don't really need those. War God's Blade, I'm gonna deposit. I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me save and exit to desk. No, not to desktop. To menu. Let me fight another sort of act boss. But one that... Yeah, let's fight this guy again. Let's fight the Kraken again. Oh, let's fight the Bone Dude. I feel like he might be the easiest. I shall wear your bones. Alright, so we just gotta be careful because he can actually damage us. But he isn't gonna be doing any annoying, like, throwing us into a different phase that we then have to waste our time trying to clearing. I wanna see, can we get him to drop something nice for us? Maybe... the... That's a unique accessory. That's a unique accessory as well. Not greatest. Let's fight the Hydra. Not the Hydra. The Kraken. This guy might actually kill us because I think this is a much tougher fight. But let's just pay attention to what's happening on the ground, and then hopefully that is enough to keep us safe. Oh, easy, easy. Yeah, we really need to complete a set, and we need to start boosting our damage, because that's the main bottleneck with these boss fights, is that these guys are hitting us. They're hitting us hard, so we need to boost our defense, but we need to hit them hard so that we can end the fights quicker, because the best defense is a good offense after all. Okay, I think we're fine. My hands are so tired though. Just button mashing. There we go. And the chest is gonna fall on his head, hilariously. And a couple things popped out. Were any of them legendary? This is legendary, and it was even a set item to boot, but I think we'd already found this, right? I think... well, it's a better version of what we already found. So, let's... let's go back here. Let's fight someone. You know what? Let's go back to... where was the guy, the Mad Doc guy? Chamber of Torment? No. It was, this? Yeah, here we go. Let's kill this guy. We gotta kill these dudes. We gotta destroy these healing pylons. And we'll see what he gives us. I think this is gonna be a good way to farm. Excuse me. A good way to farm for legendary set items. He does this thing where he starts jumping around and then becomes very difficult to hit. Yep. But other than that, the fight should be pretty straightforward. We need good damage multipliers is the main issue. And yeah, I mean, even on the previous difficulty, we weren't killing these bosses that quickly. They were doing less damage to us, but it still took us a little bit of time to get them. So I think it's fine if we take a little bit more time to kill them, if the odds of them giving us something really useful then go up. Because see, look at this. What did you give us? That's garbage. And that's garbage. Okay, so maybe that wasn't the best example. But, I mean, you see what I mean. So I think what I'll do for the remainder of this episode, while I still have some sort of feeling in my hands, is I'm going to go around. I'm going to kill some of these dudes and trying to get them to drop something good for me. Alright. This guy's doing a lot more damage than the doctor was, but he's also taking a lot more damage than the doctor, so it's a bit of a, you know, that's a relationship that I'm okay with. Especially if you give me something nice at the end of it. So it looks like Kelagar is somebody that we are pretty good at fighting. We just gotta be a bit more careful because he is... Oh, a whole bunch of things dropped. Yeah, he is seemingly more able to damage us as well. Another star of the pure that I don't want. Right. Well. What's going on in the throne? Who is this boss? Right. It was you. Okay. Now, oh, you're doing a lot of damage to you as well. But are you also taking a lot of damage like the other guy was, or are you just a jerk? He's taking an okay amount of damage, but he is really doing a lot of damage though. It's one of those bosses that really punishes you for not being a ranged character. Because my warden would have had no problem at all fighting this guy with like this tornado blade attack of his. Oh. Sorry, my earphones were slipping out a little bit. Just had to adjust them, and now I gotta make sure I don't get killed. Alright, yeah, I think for the rest of this episode, rather than start the next act, we'll just go around that guy who we've already killed in this instance of the game is now getting his cutscene again. Hilarious. We'll go around, we'll kill the bosses, and hopefully they drop some of the set items that we've been looking for. Oh, no, come on, I'm just trying to sell my junk. There we go. I'll hold on to the thumper for now. Don't really need this. What? Bonus experience. And what's this doing for us? Condemnation has a 36% chance to cast. Was condemnation something in our main tree? I don't think so. Wrathful, static blade. I don't think. I think condemnation is something from this, right? Fervor, passion, burning. There we go. This is condemnation. Yeah. Okay. I'm perfectly happy to replace that with this. What do we gain? Well, no, this isn't a tome. This is an accessory. Okay. Okay. In that case, I'm not that comfortable replacing it. I'll hold on to it though. Yeah. Okay. We'll put the higher level version of this there, and then we'll sell this one. And for the rest of this episode, I'm just gonna go around killing every single boss. Well, every single easy boss. Break you like a twig. I remember this guy being pretty straightforward. Yeah, he's going down. Oh, he's doing a bit of damage as well. I'm gonna keep an eye on how many potions I have. I've got a huge amount. I don't need to worry. I don't think I'm gonna kill every single boss. I'll just go through the list and I'll see which ones I remember being easy, and I'll just do those. I'll just do those, and hopefully we find something good. Hopefully we find something from that set that makes Burning Conviction stack indefinitely. Die. Alright, a couple things dropped. Could be good items, but are they? I don't think either of them were good. Alright. Archdruid's Retreat. The Stampede? What was this one? Oh, there's that guy. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna ignore all of this and run straight to him. Oh, easy, easy. Oh, he's one of those that becomes temporarily invulnerable. Okay, so this is not a great boss to farm unless you have really good damage. Like he summons enemies, and he becomes invulnerable. And that just makes the fight take a little bit longer. Another couple things. Another couple things for me to look at. And neither of them are legendary. Okay, well that's fine. I think what are we at for time? Okay, yeah, I think I'll just do one last one. This guy, and then we are gonna call this a video. Foolish humans. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Enough. This guy should be pretty easy. Oh, except he's killing me. Yeah, he does this that can really fuck you up. And he also throws traps on the ground. And his regular attacks seem to do a fair amount of damage as well. So that's something to keep in mind. But it's not that difficult to keep attacking him even while he's doing that. So I prefer him over the guy that just makes himself invincible. Oh, a few things dropped, but were any of them useful to us? Unique ring, unique ring, unique ring. Okay, I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm just gonna head home. We are gonna sell this stuff. At least we're getting some good crystals out of it. And I guess we... Oh, we got a unique vial? When did we get this? Oh, we probably got it a long time ago and I just forgot. So what do we do with our 3 skill points? Let's go back to our main skill tree. And let's just max out the, the skills that we are using. What's this? Critical chance seems like a good thing, but I want to max out Lightning Blade. There we go. And let's spend our mastery points as well. What were we buffing? We were buffing shock. Static overload damage. We could go into Wrathful Conviction, but let's focus on our main damage type first. This is almost maxed out, and then we could actually go into the Conviction tree. Improved Thorns could help us out if we go into a Thorns kind of build. Fire damage, maybe. No, but our fire damage is changed into lightning damage. No, lightning damage triggers it, but it still does fire damage, so maybe that could help. We'll think about that later. For now, I think it is time to bring this episode to a close. Let's reflect on what we accomplished. We finished this, the 4th out of these 5 acts, basically. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, Act 5. Each act takes you to a different place, and indeed to a different time, because this is the Chronicon, it's we're going into the timeline, into the past, and changing things. It's a bit of a complicated storyline, but we've gotten through 4 out of the 5 acts, and the 5th one will start next time. We'll talk to Corin next time as well. Other than that, we found some more of these legendary set items. We have 2 out of the 4 from the from the Kane's Battle Gear set. Not really a set that we're going to use. The Soul Purger's Regalia as well. I'm not really feeling it. This one, though, War God's Blade, could be interesting. I'm going to have to... It really depends on what Burning Conviction does for us, but I like the idea that we started out with a lightning-based build, and then our set bonus is just beefing up one small part of that. It remains to be seen whether it's going to be enough. If it's not enough, then we'll see. Hopefully the 4th set has something for us as well. Anyway, yeah. We did that. We also gained some levels. We're now at level 79. 21 more levels and we'll hit level 100, and then some special things will happen then. But for now, we're still on the level grind. Oh, we also raised the difficulty to epic. And there's only one more difficulty to go, but this one is definitely going to be way beyond our skills, our capabilities. Very good equipment, and level 50 or higher recommended. Monsters have way too much health, way too much damage for us to deal with. But true legendary items can eventually drop, and that's going to be a pretty important thing when we get there. But for now, we're still laying the basic foundations for ourselves, and I think the next goal is going to be, let's assemble a complete set of some kind. But yes, that's the plan for the future. For now, let's just reflect on a fairly good episode. I don't think we died even once. We came close to dying a few times, but I don't think we actually got killed. So that's nice. And honestly, the other thing I'm really happy about is that my cough seems to be almost entirely gone. I did cough a few times, but I could tell that it was due to the dry throat and not due to having a cough. So that was another thing that I'm happy about. So hopefully that continues for a long time. But yes, I think that is going to be all for this one. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. And oh yeah, and one thing I'll mention again is that this is going to be the only episode for this weekend. I only have time to record in this one session, which is why I did like an extra long episode. And my preference is to do 2 episodes in 2 separate sessions, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta adapt to the situation you're dealt with. So this is going to be the only episode for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next week for the next episode / episodes. And until then, take care.